The final episode of I Know What You Did Last Summer. We have Izzy Sillo here with us, and we saved the best for last. Thank you for joining us, Izzy. And you had an experience this year. It was your second year. You were an EMT this summer. Talk us through that.
Yeah, so I work for a private EMS company in Worcester, and so we do a lot of transfers between facilities in the area, and we also help Worcester EMS with their 911 responses.
And this is your second year?
This is my second summer doing that, and I've been a certified EMT for 2 years.
Okay, so explain to me how you became a certified EMT.
Yeah, so my whole college career I was really interested in going to med school after I graduated, so I thought this would be a good stepping stone to get some patient contact and to see what the field was like.
And you took that, you got certified through WPI basically?
No, I got certified outside of WPI 2 summers ago.
Great, and then you started last summer, same company in Worcester?
It was a different company.
Okay, but talk us through the challenges this year with COVID. Had to be a different scenario.
Yeah, definitely. So I kind of hopped into the scene right in the middle of like the COVID peak in the summer. It was late May, and so we would probably have 2 to 3 COVID patients a day, and you have to gear up with your full PPE. You have to wear a N95 face shield, gown, gloves. And be really cautious about how you're contacting the patient, but you still have to be able to give them the necessary care that they need. So we just do a lot of decontamination, a lot of protecting ourselves, and I definitely felt safe at my job, and I wanted to help those people despite the circumstances.
Loaded question here, but when you're on the front lines, do you think about being on the front lines, or are you just working at that point?
Yeah, so when we have an interfacility transport, that's what it's called, when you're bringing someone from the hospital and they're not they're like low emergent, so they're not in critical care or anything. They tell you that they're COVID positive or negative before, which is really nice, so we know what we're getting into, and so that I don't really think about because they're just going through the motions, putting on your PPE, you bring them where they need to go, and you're fine. But when you're going up to an emergency and you don't know the person's case, if they have any contact with COVID, what their symptoms have been, that definitely you think about your chances of getting it, because we try to wear as much PPE as we can, but that also gets in the way of giving someone care. So that can be a little nerve-wracking when you don't know what you're going into, but you still
Correct.
do what you got to do.
And then you said you became an EMT because you were interested in med school. How's that going to play out? Sounds like you're going to take a year off, and then?
Yeah, so I'm going to take a gap year off, I have to take the MCAT this coming year, go through my applications. It take a really long time, so I'm hoping that I can do some traveling, especially since I didn't get to go away for IPP.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, thanks. So I definitely want to get some experiences outside of Massachusetts, and then I'll come back and hopefully be going to med school.
Great. And soccer, it was difficult because it was hard to play to get ready for what you were hoping to be your fall, but a lot of strength and conditioning, a lot of physical activity?
Yeah, definitely. So despite we didn't know the whole summer whether we were going to have a season or not, but my coach was still really good about setting us workouts. And the whole team would just encourage each other to keep working out on our own, going on runs around the city, doing HIIT workouts in my apartment, whatever I could get.
Any holes in the wall?
No, not yet. But whatever I could get in, just to stay in shape is also really important. It's not just if we have a season or not.
So you had the pleasure of being the 18th and final one. So I say, Izzy, I now know what you did last summer, and thank you and the other 17 of us for sharing your story. Thank you, Izzy.
Yeah.